tell me if
Why do we want to homestead?
Let's answer that question.
That's a good question. I don't even know. Why do we want to homestead?
We're gonna answer this question now.
Oh.
For them.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to Indy Homestead. This is our first ever YouTube video and we are excited. I guess the point of this video is just to talk about what we're doing here and what our plans are and why we're homesteading. And we were just now decided to ask ourselves that question.
Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
I mean, there's kind of multiple reasons. I grew up with nature being a big part of our lives. My dad was big about self-reliance and kind of teaching you the skills that you need to get through the world. I feel like those lessons kind of made a big impact on me throughout my life, and I wanted to pass that on to our two little kids. We have a 2.5-year-old and a 5-month-old.
I think we're totally on the same page with that, which is so important when you're taking on such a huge project like this. I mean, I don't even know if project is the right word. It's a lifestyle.
Right. It's choosing to put in work, and whatever you put in, you get back. It's not a paycheck. It's more, I don't know, more direct than that. You gotta have to have a purpose behind your action to get a reward.
Right, and seeing the whole process unfold. We want to teach our children and show them, you know, when you put what you put in, you get out, kind of thing, and then also the process of failure.
I'm sure we will have many episodes of failure.
Yeah.
We're new to this.
I'm falling out of there, baby.
Sorry.
And then just working in harmony and living in harmony with nature. I think that as a whole, we have become not very connected to our surroundings, and it's more just about like what can we get out of it as opposed to like what we can give back. And I think that what we're doing here is meant to also be a good thing for the earth and for you know, society as a whole, right? Yeah, so that's why we're doing it. I'm sure there are other reasons, like yummy food and
we're totally getting swarmed.
I know. We have a fly problem. Let's move it. And we're back.
Oh, all right.
I think we're going to find out why we want to do this as we go. Like, we kind of have a starting point, but again, I hope our passion and love for it grows as we do it, because we haven't even really started. I mean, we made the step of getting the property. We have all these things we want to do, but we haven't really...
We have like a broad picture.
Yeah.
We have bullet points, essentially, right?
It's a lot.
It's a lot of things.
Because, I mean, to talk about kind of where we came from, we just moved from the city, essentially. I mean, we had a decent amount of land, but it was a neighborhood really close to the city. We're learning everything along the way, aside from what you grew up learning about, really. And
I think we're both kind of adventurous people. We tend to take off more than we can handle, or
bite off.
Yeah, bite off more than we can handle, and kind of learn as we're failing all at the same time.
Yeah.
And eventually we get it right. So what do we want to do? What are the big bullet points? What's it all about?
Well, we're this fall going to lay the groundwork for a big garden.
So where do you want to have the garden?
Right here. This big old spot where the garden is going to go. Except the only issue is this sycamore tree. Right, baby?
I know. I love that tree.
I know you love that tree. We're gonna try to save it or somehow keep it pruned back. I don't know, we'll see. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We just don't know where else to put the garden.
Yeah.
This is a nice sunny spot, as you can see.
This is kind of the best spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Garden.
Garden. Check.
We're gonna continue hacking away at these you is gonna continue hacking away at these weeds to provide a space for pasture for hopefully sheep is the plan. Tell me what you did, babe. What'd you do today?
You see that beautiful dead mess over there?
Ah.
Yeah, I know, it looks great.
It does, it looks great.
Well, what it did look like was, if you want to look over there,
yeah,
that's pretty much the before and that's the after.
You can actually see past this fence line.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was totally overgrown with See that mulberry tree right there? We had ragweed the same height. So.
That's awesome, babe. It is.
Thanks, babe.
And we'd like to get some chickens for meat. It's just doing all the prep work for the fall, and then starting early spring, we'd like to really hit the ground running with these things. We've had to really just take this season to get used to our new home and just get ready for next year.
So we've been here for 4 months. What all have we tackled?
What we have tackled so far. First was water. We woke up one morning to greenish water. Long story short, had to install a carbon filter system, and now we have usable water. Drinkable water. Yeah, woo! All right, we started a compost bin. I think that was one of the simplest things we could have done.
We had some leftover pallets, and we just screwed a couple of them together, and now we have a simple 3-stage compost system.
We can feel good that we're not sending that stuff out to landfill. It's just going into our compost to hopefully use in our garden and our flower beds and stuff. He's so strong. Dirt. So our septic field was too shallow.
So the septic fingers were 2 inches in some points buried in the ground.
Yeah.
And what we were having was A, some flooding, because it's kind of a low spot in the yard, and then B, we think sewage water backing up, leaching up instead of going down into the ground. Now we're trying to decide what to do with that, because from the research we've done,
you can't use it for much.
You can't really use it for much. You don't want to obviously have food on there just in case you do have
contamination station.
Right. You know, E. coli and all that fun stuff. So we have one idea.
Chicken.
Kind of to let nature reclaim it. We're gonna sow some, what's it called?
Wildflower prairie mix?
Yeah, prairie seed mix. And then maybe possibly having the chickens range over that area.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know. We're really excited to document our journey. We are so inspired by...
We are not experts.
No, we're not.
2 people that wanted to change, and we're going for it.
A young family that wants to start from scratch.
Everyone looks at us like we're crazy.
Yeah.
I tend to believe them.
Well, you have to be a little crazy to just change overnight, essentially, right?
Sure.
If you'd like to follow along on our adventure, feel free to subscribe or follow us over on our Instagram. It's Indy Homestead Fam. And we'll see you
next week.
Next time.
Bye.
Bye. No. Boo. Actually, I kind of like it.